بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله الأمين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Say sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Today we're going to revise together the grammar that we have studied during this week. So please, everyone in grade 5, please pay attention to teacher. Thank you so much. Let's start. We have studied the tenses, which is too easy. So we're going to revise it together. Okay. The tense of a verb tells when an action takes place. The bear walks to the honey tree. It's in the present. It's obvious because I have the verb to walk with an S by the end, because with he, she, and it, we're going to add an S in the simple present tense. And here we have an it, which is the bear, so it's going to be the simple present tense. The bear walked to the honey tree, ed by the end, but because we have a K here, we're going to pronounce the T. It's gonna be the bear walked to the honey tree. It's the simple past, obviously. It's a regular verb, so we're going to add ed. The bear will walk to the honey tree. Of course, the sign of the future is the helping verb will, so it's gonna be will walk to the honey tree to tell us that it's the future. But here we have to pay attention that in the future we can express it in two ways, not only in one way, which are will and going to. The present tense of a verb names an action that happens regularly. Some people are going to say, teacher, it happens now. If it's going to be happening now, it's going to be the present progressive, okay? But something which happens repeatedly and regularly every day, for example, or every month, or every year, or every 100, or every 1,000 year, it's going to be regular, so you're going to use the present tense. It can also express a general truth, something which never changes. For example, my name was Malik. What? Was Malik? Come on, what's that? So yesterday your name was Malik, and today it's Abdul Salam, and tomorrow is Abdul Rahman. No, my name is a general truth. It's a fact, it will never change. So I'm going to use the simple present always. It's gonna be my name is Malik. General truth, right? So you can have a general truth in science. For example, you're going to say, for example, lions are stronger than monkeys. You see, I'm going to use the simple present because it's a general truth. It never changes. The mountains are tall and white always. It's a truth, and then change in action. So I'm going to use the simple present tense with the verb to be. Every year the school council elects new members. You see here we have every year. Something which is happening regularly, okay, repeatedly, okay. The last one is a widespread truth, and it's a general truth, okay. H2O is the chemical symbol for water, always, forever, since the beginning of science until the last day on earth. H2O is going to be the chemical symbol for water. That's why we are using the simple present tense. So keep in mind, bear in mind that the simple present tense is going to be used when we have something happening regularly or when we have a general truth. Let's move on. Past tense. The past tense of a verb names an action that already happened in the past. The problem here that we're going to face is how to form the simple past tense. You have two ways. The first one is with the regular verbs, which are too easy. You're going to add ed. Walk, walked, end, ended, start, started. That's too easy. However, we have a list of about 200 and I think 30 verbs, which we call strong verbs or irregular verbs. You have to learn them by heart. We don't have any other solution. Just like, for example, cat, C-U-T, in the simple past is going to be cat. It's going to be the same. It's not going to change. Write, wrote, know, knew. And we don't have any pattern or a rule to use with those verbs. Feel, felt. You see, so you have to learn them and to practice and to read a lot to be able to handle those verbs. Okay, here you can see we have ended. World War II ended in 1945. Regular ed, simple past. J.K. Rowling wrote, simple past of to write, wrote Harry Potter. It's the irregular form. How did you bring wrote? I don't have any idea about that. I have learned it like that. Okay, let's move on. Now the future tense, and here I want you to pay attention because a lot of people are going to use the future tense the way they want to use it. They're going to use will everywhere. So they're going to say, next week I will go to Dammam. Wrong, my boy. It's not correct. In English, with the future tense, you're going to have will and going to. So you have to pay attention how to use will and how to use going to. We use will with unplanned future. Will. Oh my God, what did I do? Come on, teacher Mark, what's going on? Because this tablet is not mine, it's for my wife. Unplanned future. Clear? So what do you mean, teacher, unplanned future? I'm going to explain. It means there is no plan in it. It's a future that you haven't planned for, okay? Now pay attention to teacher. For example, I'm sitting here, okay, and I'm going to take Al-Ahmari, for example, sitting next to me. And we are talking, okay, chit-chatting, okay? How are you, Al-Ahmari? I'm fine, okay. What are you going to do today? I'm going to do this and this and this. And suddenly, the bell rings. Dun, dun. And we have Nasser Mu'taz al-Salami coming, okay? But we didn't expect him, okay? So what we're going to do, Al-Ahmari stood up, and he's going to open the door. And I was about like, Muhammad, where are you going? And he will say, I will open the door. Because he didn't have any plan to open the door. Okay? It was an unexpected future, an unplanned future. Okay? He didn't have any plan to open the door. However, I'm sitting with Yusuf Hani Shishtawi and Qais Al-Asimi. And we are talking. How are you? I'm fine. What are you doing? So, oh boys, do you have any plan for next week? Planned future. And Qais Al-Asimi says, yes, we are going to Al-Jubail. Going to. Okay. So whenever you have a planned future, you're going to use going to. And Yusuf said, we're going to play in the park. Oh, so I have the verb to be as a helping verb, then going to, then the verb. We are going to play in the park. So both of them, they have plans. That's why they used going to. Pay attention, my boys. Don't use will always. Will is only used for unplanned future. If you're going to talk to a British person, with the Americans, they don't care, okay? They're going to use will all the time, okay? So if you're going to talk to a British person and you're going to say, I'm going to study in that school, for example, he's going to understand that you have planned to do so. If you're going to say, I will study in that school, he's going to say, but why didn't you plan for it? Okay? He knows that if you use a will, you're not planning to do that thing. Thank you so much. If you have any question, please contact me on WhatsApp or Classera. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.